Good morning, cadets. Today we will be taking up the chapter Glimpses of India, Part 1, A Baker from Goa. Goa, as all of you know, is the favorite tourist destination. It becomes a hotspot during the Goa Carnival and also during the New Year Eve. Goa is the most sought after place in India during the New Year's.
Nikhil Patil, the state Goa, the state Goa. Being the smallest state of India, Goa is located in southwestern of India with coastline stretching along the Arabian Sea. Its coordinates along the Arabian Sea and 74.124 degree east. Goa was annexed by the Portuguese for about 450 years and this heavily influenced the Goan culture. All Goans were educated in Portuguese. All Goans were educated in Portuguese. 1960 war with the Portugal. 1960 war with the Portugal. Goa has a rich and varied history. Goa has a rich and varied history. It was a the Mauryan Empire was a glorious which not only covered the parts of modern day Iran. The parts of modern day Iran. Goa was also ruled by many different dynasties such as Bahmani Sultanate, the Vijayanagar Empire and the Bijapur Sultanate, It was the private trade of cotton and spices that sustained export trade were restricted to a few agricultural coconuts and mangoes. Fumes are the mixture of various traditional costumes according to the tropical climate. Refer to wear cotton cloths. Traditional loincloth known as kashti. Distinct dressing style. The occupations of Goa include fish, coconut picking, church helping, tool, but picking has a special place in Goa. Activities which cannot be found any as it is situated on the coastline beaches which provide you with a fresh air. We can go for boating too where we can the scenery with a lots of enjoyment we can also see the by the pleasant sound of the Krishna have a special rule that only those who are in proper uniform can go inside it. The state of Goa is also known for include Dekhni, Dashavatala, Chidi, Kunbi, etc. Each character kind of places. I would like to share a fact about the that it is believed that the body of in this church is still believed to grow. At last, I would like to thank all of you to visit Goa at least once. Environment, but it is also a place. As well as historical events which took.
So we have started the chapter A Baker in Goa, and we are talking about the Portuguese time when the bakers played a very important role in all Goanese household. A baker was very important part of the life of Goans. They were friend, companion. They had close association with each family. That is what is being told in the first two paragraphs of the chapter, that bakers, they were very instrumental in the life of Goans. And we even learned that they have a typical jingling stick which marks their arrival in the house, and they established good rapport with the family members. Next, we'll take up the third paragraph. The fire in the furnaces have not been extinguished, and the thud and the jingle of the. So, we are talking about the stick which the bakers use, that is a traditional baker's bamboo, herald his arrival in the morning, and everybody waits for the baker to come. And the moment they hear the traditional bamboo jingling, they understand that the baker has come. Nowadays, this baker's family profession, the father may not be alive, but still some sons carry the family profession. And the bakers are known as padder in Goa. The author is saying that during our childhood in Goa, the baker used to be our friend, companion, and guide. He used to come at least twice a day. Once when he set out in the morning on his selling round, and then again when he returned after emptying his huge basket. So the baker had very close association with the families. They were not just selling things, they were establishing long time bonds. So on his return also, the bakers used to talk to every member of the household. The jingling thud of his bamboo woke us up from the sleep, and we ran to meet and greet him. Why was it so? Was it for the love of the loaf? Not so. The lofts were brought by Paskin or Bastin. People were not waiting for bread, they were waiting for something else, and that is called bread bangles. They were a sweet bread which were special kind. So you can understand how a baker was played a very important role in Goa during the Portuguese time. So the jingling thud of the bamboo woke us up from the sleep. That is what the author is trying to describe. And third is the sound produced by the stick. The baker will choose very carefully what to speak and where to speak, all these things, and then he would supply the bread bangles to the household, and that is the special make. And children usually crave and desire for this. Whole day they will be waiting that next morning when the baker comes, they will get sweet bread of special make. The baker made his musical entry on the scene with jang jang sound of his specially made sticker. So the baker was having a musical entry. Anybody who listens to that jang jang sound of the bamboo will realize that the baker has come. One hand spotted the basket on the head and the other on the banged bamboo of the ground. He would greet the lady of the house with good morning and then place his basket on the vertical bamboo. So the baker was very well mannered also. He was not that whenever he sees a lady, he will wish. We kids would push aside with a mild rebuke, and loaves would be delivered to the servant. And the children are curious what all the basket of baker has, and then everybody would start pushing the children away. We would climb a bench on the parapet and peep into the basket. Somehow, I can still recall the typical fragrance of those lofts. And the author has grown up but he says that the smell and the fragrance of the bread of his childhood is still fresh in his memories. Lofts for elders and bangles for children. So these are not the bangles we wear on hands, they are the sweet bread bangles, specially made for the children. Then we did not even care to brush our teeth or wash our mouths properly. Why should we? Who would take the trouble of plucking the mango leaf for the toothbrush? So we are talking about the olden times when people used to brush with mango leaves. But the children, after seeing the bangles, bread bangles, will not even care to brush their teeth. They want to eat. Who would take care of plucking the mango leaf for the toothbrush, and why it was necessary at all? The tiger never brushes the teeth. This Goan culture is a coastal type of culture, wherein it is all about um, this coastal people. They have a different culture where the fish is important and the coconut trees and water and all. So they brush with the mango leaf also. And the logic given for not brushing the teeth is the tiger does not brush the teeth. It is the national animal of India, and tiger is not brushing. Then why should a human being brush? Hot tea would wash and clean up everything so nicely after all. And if we have hot tea, all the dirt and everything will be cleaned. So why to clean the teeth? That is the logic.
Kodugu, ma'am. All are from North Karnataka, ma'am.
Acha, all are from North Karnataka, because some are from Bangalore, and also I thought some Kodava is there, then we can make him speak on the next chapter, Kodugu. Yeah, so you are welcome to Goa. You can enjoy the PPT presentation on Goa. Yeah, the map is here. You can see where Goa is located. Bring down I will like to see the map of Goa. Let them understand the geographical location. Some people may not be knowing. Yeah, so here we can see Goa is here. Then we have the beautiful resorts. Then the famous Taj Hotel. Then there are villages also. Then some affordable accommodations are also available. Panjim is the capital of Goa. Then we have the wildlife in Goa. The state animal, you can see. The vast beaches. And lot of variety in food also. So the Goan culture is very unique. You can see the carnival pictures, how enjoyable this carnival can be. So the first part of Glimpses of India is over. We have first part deals with the beautiful state of Goa. Goa has a unique culture, and the Goans are very friendly in nature. They believe in Atithi Devo Bhava. They always welcome the guests with open hands. And people usually visit Goa during the new year, wherein they can spend a very good time in Goa. This chapter particularly talks about the baker. Baker is a very important member in the Goan family. He comes in the morning and he has a jingling bamboo, and that with the bamboo, everybody comes to know that the baker has arrived. And elderly people, they buy bread, and small children, they wait for the bread bangles. And the author also recollects his childhood when he has tasted all the mouth-watering bread bangles.
Ma'am, bakers, bakers play a major role in Goan society, ma'am. And morning they come with jingling bamboos, and elders will buy bread from them, and children like the bread bangles very much that they will eat it without brushing their teeth, ma'am. Means they are so much tasty that they can't wait to eat it, ma'am.
Yeah, so it talks about the how important a baker is in a Goan family. The whole chapter is all about that. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Some more addition. Only you told two lines that the children don't brush their teeth, and they are waiting eagerly to eat the bread bangles. And there is a reference of brushing with the mango leaves. So I conclude this chapter. Though it is all about Goa, but the main focus is on the baker, who is very instrumental in the lives of all the Goan people, and they are what you call means their arrival itself is like a festival. When the baker arrives, that itself is a festival, wherein he has a jingling bamboo and he will jingle it, and everybody in the neighborhood and household will come to know that the baker has arrived. And there are a lot of happy faces everywhere, and everybody is welcoming him. Yeah, the children run to the corridor, but the elders stop them, and the elders will buy bread, and children are waiting for the mouth-watering bread bangles. So the chapter revolves around the baker, who occupies a very important role, and it is all about the when the Portuguese were there. So there is a lot of Portuguese and French influence in Goa. Their culture is different. You speak.
This lesson begins how narrators recall the time when Goa was under the rule of Portuguese.
Yes.
They talk how the importance of bakers still maintained after the Portuguese have left the Goa. And these people of the Goas were famous in making bread and jingles. It's possible that the original may not exist and it is carried by their sons. And the bread makers used to come to the village by making a sound of jang jang by the bamboo stick.
Okay.
When the sound was heard, then the author and her friends used to run without brushing their teeth. And importance in culture and traditions of Goa, ma'am. They used to make sweets, breads for their marriage or engagements.
Yeah. So whole in whole, it
Actually,
talks about the importance of a baker in Goa. The chapter is all about the bakers. And everybody waits for the arrival of the baker. That is what the chapter is all about.